Are you nuts starting a YouTube channel at 75? Yes, and yes. I decided to start my YouTube channel at the ripe old age of 75. Think I'm nuts? Think I got guts? Well, you might be right on both counts. But I'm here to tell you, if I can do this, you can do it too, if you want to. Stick with me here if you want to know the 3 challenges I had to overcome to get started. As the saying goes, all you gotta do is do it. Yeah, right. Hi, I'm Sherry. I'm 75, and this is my channel, Aging, Wisdom, and Wellness, my legacy in real life. Let's face it, thinking about something's one thing. It's pretty easy, but actually making it happen, now that's a different story. You may need to be a little nutsy and also kind of gutsy. Believe me, it's taken a lot of both, cray-cray and cojones, to get me here in front of you today at this age. Actually, I decided I wanted to do this when I was 72, but it's taken me this long to actually do it. I had to work up courage to make it happen. Can you relate? Maybe you're also a baby boomer. You've lived through a lot, you've got some wisdom to share, but you don't really know how or where to share it, and who's going to listen anyway? First off, it does take some courage. That's the first challenge to overcome. The way I see it, I really got nothing to lose. I'm in what I call Volume 3 of my life. Volume 1 consisted of my first 36 years, growing up in Chicago, going to school, getting married, having kids, living in my dream house, until the dream became a nightmare. Oh my. Anyway, enter Volume 2. This is where Nutsy and Gutsy really took on a life of their own. After getting divorced, I packed up my 4 kids and a golden retriever and headed from the Chicago suburbs to Gainesville, Florida, to go to graduate school. Volume 2 consisted of my second 36 years, living in Florida, raising my kids, pursuing a PhD, and developing my career as an educator, mental health counselor, and now health and wellness coach. The kids all made it through college. Yay! Go Gators! They got married and created lives of their own, and they've blessed me with 6 grandkids, which makes me very, very happy. Fast forward through Volume 2 to 2022, feeling nutsy and gutsy again, I started Volume 3. I sold my condo in St. Augustine, Florida, and bought a camper van. My daughter said, "That's great, Mom. If Volume 1 was 36 years and Volume 2 was 36 years, then I guess we've got you for another 36 years in Volume 3, which I'll admit would be awesome if I can stay as fit, active, and healthy as I am right now." Anyway, time will tell. The clock keeps ticking. So I set off to camp and hike from coast to coast, traveling different routes from Florida, where my 2 sons and 4 of my grandkids live, to Washington State, where my daughter and her 2 kids live. After 48,000 miles and 3 cross-country trips, having camped and hiked in every one of the lower 48 states, my map was filled. By that I mean I got this cool map that went on the side of my van, and every time I spent at least one night in a state, I slapped that sticker on the map until the map was filled. Alaska and Hawaii, no, I'm not driving there. But anyway, at this point, my desire to drive cross country has dropped to 0, zilch, nada. Not doing that again. I have other things I want to do, like YouTube. When I started out on my adventure, I thought I would post videos and write a blog called Volume 3, of course, along the way, but that never happened. I did make some short videos, and I may post some of them here at some point, but most of them have never been seen by anyone. Why? Because I felt self-conscious and incompetent, which I know is ridiculous at this age, but that's the way it was. As I said, it took courage to overcome that, and here I am. The second big challenge for me is technology. In fact, technology overwhelms me at times. I've stopped and started creating blogs, websites, and online courses more times than I'd like to count because I got mired down in the technology and just gave up, let it go. But now that I'm learning YouTube, I find there's a lot of help out there from other YouTubers. They seem to be able to break it down and make it easy to follow. I'll share some of that on my other videos, but for now, big shout out to Scott and Scotty with Live Video School, Diane Moore, Rob the Maritimer, and Alexis Serenoja. I've been following them and learning much that they have to offer. And following them has helped give me the confidence I need to get going on this. I also learned that being your natural self is trending on YouTube. This is good news for me because I've always been very practical, down to earth, and natural. That's one reason I added the tag IRL on my channel name. I hope to make a lot of videos on the go, in real life, as they say, not in some studio. Obviously, this is not a studio. It's a kind of makeshift starter place that I put together with a printout of my logo and some information about wellness. It may look a little hokey, but I had to get started, so here I am. The third challenge for me was niching down my topic. I've never been good at that. I have a lot of interests. I like to keep my options open, and I don't like to be boxed in. In fact, one of my co-workers told me a long time ago that I don't not only think outside the box, I don't even see the box. Where's the box? Anyway, I wanted to share my professional skills and also connect in a meaningful way with others in my generation, facing the challenges of aging and still being young at heart. I also wanted to create a legacy project. So every year I choose a one-word theme for the year and create a vision board based on that theme. My word for 2024 was legacy. This process was inspired by a great little book called One Word That Will Change Your Life. It has changed my life, and I will share that link in the description as well. Anyway, as I said, 2024 was my year for legacy. I wanted to figure out a way to put into words, videos, some format, the knowledge and wisdom I gained through my life. I wanted a place where I could gather some info for my kids and grandkids that they might want to access in the future. I have so many things I wish I had asked my mom and written down before she died. And so many other tidbits I did learn from mom and dad when they are around that I want to preserve for posterity. And also share with someone, maybe you, who might want to listen or watch. So here I go. Deep breath. As someone who's seen the impact of stress, lifestyle choices, and mental health on people in my personal life, and thousands of clients over my 40-year career as a mental health counselor, I wanted to create a space where we can talk openly about aging and wellness and some of the challenges. I believe aging is not just about growing older, it's also about growing wiser and living healthier within any limitations that we may have. In my videos, I'll be sharing tips, stories, and strategies to help us age gracefully and live with intention at any age. On this channel, you can expect a wide variety of evidence-based content addressing the 6 dimensions of wellness as listed here: physical, mental, emotional, social, spiritual, and financial. I take a heart-centered approach in my work, believing love and laughter really are the best medicine. I draw on my training in Eastern and Western philosophies, energy psychology, positive psychology, as well as traditional psychotherapy. So there will be mental health tips, self-care routines, and emotional wellness strategies that I'll share with you. We can share not just the challenges, but also the joys of growing older with intention, balance, and purpose. I hope you'll join me here in this place where woo-woo and science meet. Before I go, I want to make it clear that the content shared here is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice. Please consult your own healthcare provider before making any changes to your wellness routine or healthcare practices. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What aspects of aging, wisdom, and wellness are you interested in talking more about? Any topics you'd like me to discuss? I'll give it consideration, and I promise to answer your questions and respond to your comments. Please let me know, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. After all, age is just a number, and we're really all just kids at heart. Bye for now. Hope to see you on my next video. Until then, be well.